All right, welcome back. All right, welcome back. There's a story I want to cover. From shout out to On Your Coffee Break. She left a statement earlier, and I thought I should just share it. I don't do enough of it. A lot of you guys leave comments and stuff like that. But thank God for our intro. I cover a lot of the intro. And D-Love, did you notice I already added your? I added it already. Did you notice the very first one? I added your comment on the intro. So I just wanted to let you know that I did that. But I want to say shout out to On Your Coffee Break. She has. I thought she was. I guess she's not. I'm not sure. Let me see. Copy email address. Let's do this. Okay. All right. Let's do this. So this I'm gonna use her thingy right here. This is On Your Coffee Break. She's one of us here. She's part of the Prestige family. But she left a comment. She said, thanks MOP for this analysis. This is about the session we did yesterday, right? About the Ellen story and and Ellen and Isaac, right? But she left a somewhat of a testimony / comment, and I thought this would be a good one to read out loud in this segment. Okay, she said, thanks MOP for this analysis. I believe this guy and the lady are both good people. What guy or lady is she talking about? So Ellen and Isaac's story. Ellen is basically she came out a few days ago and she accused her husband of locking her up in a psychiatric home, and she put a bunch of accusations. He doesn't cook for her, he's a cheater. He left her hanging while she was in labor for their children. She has seen shege in that marriage. 3 years marriage. They were married since 2020. So then Isaac was called upon during the live show with Auntie B, and then he came to give his side of the story, and we kind of analyzed that yesterday, and we concluded that it was just a lot of shalaye. It's not necessarily outright lying, but the fact that he would just come out on public platform and be so focused on calling out the lies of his wife, who is still in the hospital receiving psychiatric treatment, is telltale signs that he didn't know what he was doing in that relationship. So that's the story that On Your Coffee Break is talking about. And she said, I believe this guy and the lady are both good people, right? We always talk about that. Like, I believe anybody who thinks they're a good guy, good girl, I believe you, right? We all went into marriage with high mushy expectations. Don't we all do? We all do, right? Everybody that says I do, they don't know what they're doing. There are so many factors that played into this situation. I hope they get good and experienced people to help them. Yes, I hope so too. Take them off the social media and offer them proper help. When I had my own mental breakdown, see, I always appreciate it when people are able to give some specific examples, right? Because we don't have a lot of it. We really don't, okay? The social media is booming, big time, audience engagement everywhere, mostly from generalizations and oversimplifications of very complex issues, right? So it gets worse. It only gets worse when people do that. And the reality is that we all generalize, right? But we have to start pushing back a little bit. Ask people for specifics. So the fact that she's going into something personal, I can appreciate that. And I'm reading it because she left it as a public comment. Take them off the social media and offer them. When I had my own mental breakdown, I was on a highway with 3 kids in the car. On a highway with 3 kids in the car, driving at 120 kilometers per hour. That sounds like 100 miles per hour. I am a nurse and I know what was going on. Wow. I drove myself to my doctor. I was put on antidepressants right away. I started counseling that same week. These people need help. This couple needs help. They need to come off the social media though. It will not help them. Right? We will all judge them, judge their actions, and make the matter worse. Yes. Social media. That's a fact. If it happens the way the guy narrated, I would have taken her to the hospital. It would be so wrong for him not to take her to the hospital. It will actually be wrong to not take her to the hospital. Right? Remember we kept saying, I forgot the language they use. Was it deceptive? Did it deceive her to take her to the hospital? Did she think it? I told you yesterday, it doesn't matter. I'm going to get her to the hospital. I can't take any chances. And that's precisely because of what she just said. I do agree with her that it would be completely wrong if you don't do what you have today to get that kind of person that's been moving like that or acting that way like they're not themselves, to not get them to the hospital and basically take chances. The only other reason I can think of to take chances is, oh, let's just do the right thing. Let's tell her the truth. And then, in this is one of those cases, selective honesty. Okay, it's actually not selective honesty. You're actually being honest with yourself. You don't take a chance on this kind of stuff. This is your family. Get them to help. Okay, so I just thought that was a very, very good testimony. I wanted to read that out loud and to make some highlights of that. They need help. All right. Very good people, very good people. Even if you and I disagree with them that they are not good people, they think they are good people, they end up in divorce courts. Okay, usually at least one side feels like, I'm a good guy, I don't belong here. Right? If you think the other person is evil, the other person is at least innocent, right, in the eyes of somebody, right? But they end up in divorce court. They end up having a broken home. They end up with all the damages that comes with breakfast. So anything we can do, not to prevent the past, but to create better experiences in the future, that's what we're going to keep doing when it comes to this kind of topics. But I wanted to make sure I cover that today from the On Your Coffee break. I'll be right back.